Colleagues, good morning and welcome to the Canadian Chamber's 2021 AGM and Convention, which is being held virtually again this year. Bonjour et bienvenue au Congrès annuel de la Chambre de commerce du Canada. Now, I know that at this time last year, we all hoped that things would be back to some semblance of normal. And although we're not quite there yet, there's certainly a light at the end of the tunnel. We recently held our first in-person event since the beginning of the pandemic. We held it in Montreal, and I have to say, it gave us so much to look forward to when it comes to being able to welcome you back all in person in 2022. But in the meantime, we're thrilled to have you all here with us today. Now, the upside to a virtual AGM is the ability of more chambers to participate. And this year we have 273 represented, and close to 800 registrants joining us over the next 2 days. Whether you're a veteran AGM attendee or are here for the first time, we're absolutely delighted to have you with us. Now, colleagues, it's no understatement to say that this has been one of the most challenging times in history for businesses in Canada and right around the world. The past 19 months have seen tremendous efforts from businesses across the country to keep their heads above water while also keeping Canadians safe. The pandemic economy has been defined by the many sacrifices of Canadian businesses. They've endured multiple rounds of lockdowns, and with that, countless difficult decisions when it comes to business models and operations. And through it all, we've witnessed incredible creativity, resilience, and strength from these same businesses. But as vaccination rates increase, we are slowly but surely making the transition from a pandemic economy to a post-pandemic economy. Recovery is the mot du jour. And as we will discuss at length over the next 2 days, the private sector has an incredible leadership role to play in this process. Now, of course, COVID is not the only piece of the puzzle. With climate change, shifting international trade and diplomatic landscapes, global supply chain issues affecting every aspect of our economy, Canadian businesses will need support navigating the waters more than ever, which is, of course, where the Canadian Chamber Network comes in. We've presented a growth-focused plan that looks at finishing the fight against COVID, fixing long-standing fundamental policy and economic problems, and creating 21st century opportunities. I have no doubt that together we will succeed. I look forward to our discussions over the coming days on how we can continue making a difference for Canadians and for their businesses. And now it's my pleasure to turn it over to the Chair of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, Mario Theriault.
Merci, Perrin, pour ces propos qui sont très pertinents. Thanks for these insightful remarks. Et bienvenue tout le monde. Évidemment, je suis le premier désolé qu'on ne puisse pas se voir en personne. Mais puisqu'on est 800 d'entre nous qui œuvrons dans la même direction et qui sommes impliqués dans les chambres de commerce du Canada, c'est quand même un moment joyeux de vous revoir, si je puis dire, de façon virtuelle. Donc, lorsque je réfléchissais à ce petit commentaire et mon implication à la Chambre de commerce, parce que je termine mon mandat, en fait, cette semaine comme président du conseil d'administration, je restais, je peux vous dire, franchement impressionné encore par le travail de la Chambre de commerce. Lorsque j'ai joint le conseil, il était question des réfugiés syriens. Il y avait une crise humanitaire à laquelle le Canada avait décidé de contribuer. Les chambres de commerce du Canada sont devenues un des premiers partenaires. Dans toutes les communautés, on a facilité l'accueil de réfugiés. La Chambre de commerce du Grand Moncton, où j'habite, par exemple, a joué un rôle exemplaire dans l'intégration de ces migrants qui font désormais partie de notre communauté et qui sont nos voisins. I've been thoroughly impressed by the CCC's work since I've been involved as a volunteer at the board level. The Syrian refugee crisis, our fight against the ill-conceived sort of small business tax that the federal government wanted to roll out, and we were the successful voice of reason in that debate. NAFTA, we went straight to our relationships, the governors, the US chambers, and providing Canada with extra leverage and sort of extra munition to fight against US protectionism. COVID, évidemment, au niveau de la politique pour les employés, la politique pour les employeurs, fournir au gouvernement du Canada des politiques qui soient songées et qui comprenaient l'économie. We were at the ready on the policy side. We were at the ready on the logistics sides with distribution of rapid tests and so on. Emerging industries, we've helped the cannabis sector structure itself, sort of be a more sort of a mature player on the economic stage, and we feel that we've been a helpful sort of friend in that emerging sector and so on. So the work that the CCC does, and this is just over 5, 6, 7 years, is truly impressive. However, coming out of COVID, we as a board, we saw an opportunity to be yet bolder. We did not want to come out of COVID as we entered COVID. We did not want to come out of COVID as the same old Canadian Chamber. We thought we could be more engaged. We could be more involved in terms of thought leadership. We could play yet a bigger policy role because, as you know, we're living with a string of minority governments, and sometimes even government doesn't invest totally in policy work. So that's an opportunity for us to articulate issues from an economic perspective. We could be closer to data and so on and so forth. So we saw a bunch of opportunity, and we've mandated the executive leadership team to come up with a new strategic plan. Il est clair que les enjeux auxquels nous faisons face aujourd'hui ne vont pas disparaître de sitôt, et la place de la Chambre de commerce, sa pertinence, vont demeurer au premier plan pour de nombreuses années à venir. On n'a qu'à penser à la crise de la main-d'œuvre, du capital humain, les enjeux des chaînes d'approvisionnement. We can think about international trade, peripheral economies, First Nation economies, rural economies. These are all sort of structural issues that we're dealing with. And if you're in northern New Brunswick or northern Nunavut or northern Gaspésie or northern Ontario, there are similarities there. And we, as the owners of the knowledge and the data on the economy, can play a very positive role in coming up with solutions here. So we will present to you at this AGM our strategic plan called Chamber 2025. I hope you're as enthused by it as I am. C'est un travail remarquable qui a été fait là, et on aura l'occasion d'en discuter davantage en détail. Et en conclusion, j'aimerais vraiment vous dire que ce fut un privilège pour moi de vous servir comme président de la Chambre de commerce du Canada. J'ai été sincèrement impressionné par la qualité de la réflexion des collègues autour de la table. It's been a fantastic learning experience for me to serve as chair of the board, being surrounded by such impressive talent. Je voudrais remercier d'abord nos membres. Sans vous, tout ceci, c'est pas possible. Merci aussi à nos partenaires qui rendent notre entreprise sociale plus durable. I would like to say a heartfelt thanks to our colleagues in Ottawa and the executive leadership team, and all of you who work at the Canadian Chamber, led by Perrin Beatty, Gayla, and all of the other colleagues. Maybe we've come across sometimes as taxing or demanding, but I want you to know that it's coming from a good place. The CCC doesn't always have the tools that the other organizations might have. However, we have the faith in our ability, we have the conviction of our views that's built on data, and we have the faith in our colleagues to deliver meaningful work. Donc, merci beaucoup aux collègues. Merci enfin au gouvernement du Canada qui est en train de devenir un partenaire de plus en plus pertinent pour la Chambre de commerce, et nous trouvons toujours de nouvelles façons de collaborer. Finally, I'd just like to say that I remain passionate about a more ambitious and a more successful business community, about a deeper understanding of the Canadian economy, and about sort of pursuing the betterment of all of our communities. Donc, sur cette note, merci beaucoup, bonne délibération, et on se revoit dans d'autres sessions. Merci.